So Netflix just announced the cast of Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo today. Leigh Bardugo posted it on her Instagram, and then all the actors started sharing it as well. So I want to take a look at it together. So currently we have 6 characters here. 3 of them from Shadow and Bone and 3 of them from Six of Crows. As Leigh Bardugo said earlier, the show will have 8 episodes in the first season, and she said Shadow and Bone and Six of Crows will be 50-50. I don't know how they're going to be doing the adaptation, but we can expect 4 episodes of Shadow and Bone and 4 episodes of Six of Crows, or maybe they're going to weave them together. I don't know how they're going to do it, but apparently the weight is going to be equal. All right, let's go over all of these cast members and talk about what we think about them. And the first one is Ben Barnes as the Darkling. It says General Kirigan / the Darkling. If you have seen my Shadow and Bone review, you might know that I have a problem taking the name the Darkling seriously. So this is kind of an improvement for me that they gave him another name. They call him General Kirigan. Although Ravkan names are Russian inspired and Kirigan does not strike me as a Russian inspired name, I will still take it over the Darkling. I'm just glad that he's not going to be calling himself the Darkling in this show. Hopefully he has a name. He is General Kirigan, the Darkling of Ravka. That is already an improvement for me for Shadow and Bone. And he looks like the Darkling. This is pretty much exactly how I imagined the Darkling would look like. He's very good looking. I can already see all the thirst coming. So yeah, I guess we have our Darkling. And the next one in the photo is Kit Young playing Jesper from Six of Crows. And he seems pretty much on point for me as well. I can see that Jesper's swag in him a little bit, but it's hard to say in this photo because this photo is like a cool photo, a cool rock band photo where everyone is like looking so cool. I want to see a little bit more of Jesper charm, but I'll take it. Let's move on. The next one in the photo is no other than Chazz Brecker, played by Freddy Carter. Now, he is not exactly what I would think Chazz would look like. I think he is a little bit too good looking to be a Chazz, but I can see him bringing that sort of broken yet endearing part of Chazz, but also like the malicious, threatening Chazz. I am also happy that he is not a kid, because even though Chazz is said to be 17 in the books, we all know that he's not 17. Come on, Chazz is not 17. Chazz is 27. Can we just admit that Chazz is 27? How old is this actor? I'm going to look it up. Freddy Carter, 26. Okay, great. He's 26 years old. That sounds more like Chazz to me. The next one in the photo is our protagonist, Alina Starkov, played by Jessie Lee. Now, this is probably the most major change that I see. In the books, Alina is Ravkan, but I think in the show, they changed her to be half Shu. Now, these series do not suffer from a lack of diversity, but arguably the Shu-Han character is a little bit underdeveloped. So I'm guessing this might help with that, but it is a major change and it changes a lot of things story-wise. So major rewrites. This will need major rewrites to make it fit into the story because Ravkans call Alina Sancta Alina. So she's a saint to them. I don't know how the general Ravkan public will feel calling someone half Shu their saint. And I don't know how it will feel in the army as well because Alina is one of the strongest Grisha and she has a powerful position in the Grisha army. And even though these nations are not officially at war, the relationships are tense between Fjerda, Ravka, and Shu all the time. You see, this complicates things quite a lot and requires a lot of major rewrites, which might help with a lot of things because, first of all, Alina's character is a little bit bland, I have to say, for me. This might bring some complexity to her character's experience. The other thing is it also probably changes her character arc because her character starts as nobody. Nobody notices her, and then suddenly she is one of the most powerful Grisha. It's a different experience than someone being mixed race in a society and dealing with those issues, and then becoming their saint. I'm not exactly sure how Ravkans feel about mixed race people, so I'm not sure how the show is going to deal with that. Maybe it's completely okay for them. But I think there might be an issue of belonging, you know, where does your loyalty really lie? Is it with Ravka or is it with Shu-Han? And that is interesting. That is very interesting. I think that's very complex. I am excited to see how that plays out. I think that's a more interesting arc for the protagonist than the one in the book. And I think generally Shadow and Bone can be improved quite a lot. So I'm excited that they're taking chances. I'm excited that they're making changes. I mean, we already have the books. We already read the books. The books are fine. I'm always for the bold adaptation. And the next one on the photo is Inej, played by Amita Suman. And she pretty much looks like the Inej in my mind. And she kind of looks like the Inej in this poster as well. I think she's going to be great. And the last one on the photo is Oretsev, played by Archie Renaux. This to me is the most different than how I imagined Mel to look like. For some reason I imagined Mel to be this tall, blonde, brawler Russian guy. Maybe not. But I don't know. The first time I looked at this photo, I didn't know who was playing who. Leigh Bardugo shared it on her Instagram, and she didn't name the character, she just named the actor. So I thought the guy playing Mal would be playing Chazz, and the guy playing Chazz would be playing Mal. So Mal is the most unexpected casting in my mind. He does have this Fight Club brawler vibe to him. He does have the soldier vibe. And he definitely has the brooding vibe. So I guess we can expect a lot of brooding from Mal. I would not expect anything less. Anyway, that's all we have for now. So basically from this poster we have only Inej and Alina. A lot of other characters are from the first books too, because Genya is in the first book and Zoya is in the first book. I don't think Tamar is in the first book. And Nina is in the first book of Six of Crows. So those haven't been announced yet. And of course there's Wyland that has not been announced. And there's Matthias that has not been announced. So we have those to look forward to. I'm very excited about this show. I said several times in my review of Shadow and Bone as well. I think Leigh Bardugo's books have great scene writing in them, and she also writes great dialogue. I'm really excited to see her dialogue performed by actors, because I don't know if she has a theater background, but her scenes seem like they're meant to be performed. And I think good actors can do a lot with that. I just hope that the TV writer's room doesn't alter the dialogue and then turn it into cheesy, fun, joke TV writing. Positive thoughts, positive thoughts. That's not gonna happen. Let's forget about it. It's gonna be great. It will work great. It will even be improved. I don't think Six of Crows can be improved. I hope they just stick to it, but I think they can take risks with Shadow and Bone. I think Shadow and Bone can be fixed. All right, that's it for this quick video. I just wanted to give you an update, and I hope you're as excited as I am. And if you'd like to check out my review of Shadow and Bone, I will link it in the description. And I also have the review of Siege and Storm. I will link that in the description as well. And I will link all these actors' Instagram, so you can just go follow them and learn all the filming info immediately. They seem to be very excited about these parts as well. If you just found this channel, I talk about books, and if you want more bookish content, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.